Hello everyone, nice to meet you. My name is Li Xiaoxiao, and my student number is 224012. Today, I will talk to you about the topic of asymmetric information. In this presentation, I will start from the concept, and then I will combine the market economy to conduct case studies from buyers and sellers in the market so that everyone can better understand the concept of asymmetric information. Then I will explain a series of problems caused by economic asymmetry and propose corresponding solutions. Okay, so let's look at the concept first. What's asymmetric information? And what's its significance? The so-called asymmetric information refers to the uneven and asymmetric distribution of information among the corresponding economic entities. That is, some people have more information about certain things than others. It can be seen that asymmetric information is often an asymmetry between the two parties to the transactions, or the information between the two parties. It has the hidden property that one party to the transaction knows some of its own characters, and the other party wants to know but has no way of knowing. It also has hidden behavior, that is, one party to the transaction has a certain behavior that affects the transaction, but the other party cannot directly observe it. Therefore, in the market economic, we usually call the party with superior information, that is, the party that owns private information, agent, and the party with inferior information, that is, the party that does not own private information, as principal. In order to better understand this concept, we can analyze it through the following cases. Let's take a look at the first case. Suppose there are two kinds of phones, one with better quality and the other with poor quality. As customers, we only know how much it costs and what it looks like. It is difficult for us to distinguish their performance from bad by its appearance, but the seller himself knows this very well. The price of these two mobile phones is shown in the following table. You can look at it. A good mobile phone is sold by $200 to customers, but its production cost is only $160. A bad phone price is $120, and it costs $140. If we can know all the information about these two phones, then with all the information, we will not buy a bad phone, in which case the cost of producing a bad phone exceeds the benefits it can get. But in fact, due to the asymmetry of information, we cannot distinguish between good and bad. If 3/4 of the phones in the market are good, then people will buy 3/4 of the good phones and 1/4 of the bad phones, which is equal to one average cost of $180 per phone. This cost greatly exceeds the cost of producing mobile phones. It can be seen that the asymmetry of information between buyers and sellers in the market makes sellers make more money. In this case, it's difficult for customers to know whether the performance of the mobile phone is good or bad, showing that asymmetric information has hidden characteristics. At the same time, the seller knows all the information of the mobile phone, so it is an agent, and the customer does not know all the information of the mobile phone, so it is a principal. Hearing that, I think everyone must have an understanding of the impact of information asymmetry in market transaction, and it can be seen that in some markets, because its participants in the market has different information and there are certain differences. its degree of income in market transaction is different. But some people may ask me, is it always the seller who has more information than the buyer in the market economy? That's not the case. You can take a look at this case. Suppose there is a company that provides health insurance, and its customers are two key types of people. One is healthy people, and the other is weak people. However, because people who buy medical insurance definitely have a higher level of understanding of their physical health than insurance companies often cannot distinguish between these two types of customer. So if its customers hide the true condition of their body, or do not detail the physical conditions so that they readily apply for insurance, the company is very likely to have claims disputes and bear significant losses in the later stage. It can be seen that the asymmetric of information has brought a series of problems to the health original of the market economy, so that's the agent problem, because the agents always act for their own interest. It is also prone to moral hazard and customer fraud. The problem of adverse selection is that the two parties to the transaction are in an unequal position. In order to solve the lack of trust caused by asymmetric information and promote the development of the market economy, there are the following solutions. The first is repeated transaction, that is, everyone trades more than once and will trade later. The second is third-party endorsement, which is to find an intermediary to guarantee the safety of funds. The third is to increase additional costs, because we know that things with high added value, gradually the product quality will not be bad. The fourth is to provide quality assurance, so that the three guarantee policy, which can reduce customers' concerns about asymmetric information. And the last one is to extend the shelf life and provide more protection for customers. Through today's explanation, we can know that asymmetric information theory is to study the social contact reached by the two parties in the information asymmetric environment due to the exhaustion of information difference. That is, how to balance the two sides, and a number of solutions were also proposed. So the above is the relevant content about asymmetric information. I'm very happy to have the opportunity to explain it to you. Now my presentation is complete. Thank you very much.